ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये. In the previous class, we completed up to the 799th Nama. And one student came back to me telling that I had missed out on one Nama, which is the 779th Nama. Yeah, the 83rd Shloka. The second line is Durlabho, Durgamo, Durgo, Duravaso, Durariha. Having completed Durlabho and Durgamo, I straight went to Duravasaha. I missed out Durgaha. So 779th Nama is Durgaha. Durgaha means one who is difficult to attain because of obstacles. All these difficult sections are in this shloka. I mean, those namas that are dealing with difficulties come in this shloka, 775 onwards. Durjayaha, Duratikramaha, Durlabaha. 777 is Durlabaha, the one who is not gained easily because one needs a prepared mind. 777. 778 is Durgamaha, one who is known with difficulty because the seeker is in fact seeking himself. The seeker is the one who is being sought. And Bhagavan, not being an object of knowledge, is known with difficulty. Therefore, he is Durgamaha. And the missed out Nama was Durgaha. He is difficult to attain because there are a lot of difficulties, lot of obstacles in the path of the student who is trying to understand the Shastras. So, Duravasaha, he is not easily retained in the mind during the time of meditation. And Durariha means one who removes enemies. So that, I think, completes the namas in 83. 84 and 85 we completed. We begin with 86th. सुवर्णबिन्दुरक्षोभ्यः सर्वभागीश्वरेश्वरः महाह्रदो महागर्तः महाभूतो महानिधिः. This 86th shloka contains 7 namas beginning from 800 to 806. The first one being the 800th nama. Suvarna Binduhu. Suvarna Binduhu can be seen in two ways. The first one is, Acharya says, the one who has beautiful limbs. Bindu can mean the limbs. And Suvarna Bindu means beautiful limbs in the sense that they are shining like gold. Suvarna iva binduhu. So this is for the purpose of meditation. And the second way is a very beautiful way of interpreting this nama. Personally, that is my comment. Okay, so in the Shabda Om, the Shabda Om is Ekakshara, though it contains 3 syllables, 3 parts. A, U and Ma. Akara, Ukara and Makara. Akara and Ukara taken together as Okara, and you have Makara. So you have O and M. That's how the sound is produced. So O, the letter in Samskrita, it is called Varna. Alphabet is called Varna in Samskrita. And Im is called Anuswara, where you put the dot on top of the letter. O and you put a dot on top, it is Om. So that Anuswara is called the Bindu. Bindu is the dot. So you have the Varna and the Bindu. Omkara itself can be called Suvarna Bindu. And Om being the one that protects. Om means that which protects. And that is the name of Bhagavan. Patanjali in his Yoga Sutra says, Tasya Vachakaha Pranavaha. He who has the name of Pranava. So Om is the best name of Bhagavan. Is said to be the best name of Bhagavan. Being the name of Bhagavan and being the mantra of Bhagavan, it blesses and protects all those who chant the Omkara. And also, he is known through Omkara Vichara given by the Mandukya Upanishad. His real nature is known through Omkara Vichara. In every puja to any deity, every Namavali we chant Om along with the Nama. Along with the Namavali. So Om is common to any deity you worship. Any deity you worship. That is because the formed deities are different with respect to the name and form and the function. However, in reality, it is all one Paramatma, whose name is Om. And he is known through the Vichara of Omkara. So that is Suvarna Binduhu. 801. Akshobhyaha. Akshobhyaha will occur for one more time as the 999th Nama. The last but one Nama. Here Akshobhyaha as the 801st Nama means the one who is undisturbed. He is undisturbed because he is never affected. Nothing can affect him, nothing can disturb him. While he is shining in my mind, he is still not affected by the desires, by the hatred, by the agitation, by frustration, by anger, by anything in my mind. He is also not affected by any of the object of the senses, like the sound, any form, any color. Therefore, he is called Akshobhyaha, the one who is undisturbed. 802. Sarva Vagishwareshwaraha. Vagishwara means the Ishvara of Vak. Ishvara of speech, the Lord of speech. And in our Shastra, often the Devaguru Brihaspati is addressed as Vagishwara. Brihaspati is also called Vachaspati. He is worshipped for those who are interested in, developing their Vak Shakti. So he is considered to be the deity of Vak Shakti by our scriptures. Also, Brahmaji is considered as one other deity who blesses us with Vak Shakti. And one other famous Devata who is worshipped as the Adhisthana Devata of Vak is Agni. In the Lagunyasa portion of Rudra Prashna, Agnirme Vachishritah Vag Hridaye Hridayam Mayi Aham Amrite Amritam Brahmani. So, Agnirme Vachishritah. Agni is considered to be the Adhisthana Devata of Vak. So, you have Brihaspati, you have Brahmaji, you have Agni, and one other deity who cannot do without, you cannot do without her for the Vak, is the Vak Devi. So, Vaktre Saraswati Tishtatu in Anganyasa, you have this again in Rudra Prashna. So, Vak Devi, we also always pray to Mata Saraswati, asking her to find an abode in our Jihva me Madhumattama. So, the prayer is, may my words be sweet. May I have good ability to speak. May I have the ability to communicate what I contain in my mind, what I think in my mind. If it is different from the way I am expressing, definitely I will be communicating wrongly, and which will lead to first relationship disturbances, right? Therefore, it's very important that one focuses on Vak Shakti. Especially a student of Vedanta always prays for Vak Shakti, Meda Shakti, and that is why we have so many deities. Vak is very important. The entire world of transaction runs on Vak, and we cannot take it for granted. Therefore, we have Brihaspati, Brahmaji, Agni, and Saraswati Mata who bless us on our Vak Shakti. They are all Vagishwaras. And of the Vagishwaras, Sarva Vagishwaras, meaning of all these Vagishwaras, Ishvara. Sarva Vagishwaranam Ishvaraha is the Parameshwara. He is the one who in fact blesses all these Vak Devatas, Vagishwaras, with the capacity to bless us, with the capacity to bless our Vak. So, he is called Sarva Vagishwareshwaraha. 803. Mahahradaha. One who is like a very big lake. A very big lake like Manasarovar. Bhagavan is often described with ocean, an ocean of Ananda, where reaching whom? Everyone, and the ocean is supposed to be cool, right? So, reaching that ocean, the heat of everybody's, the samsara tapa that one has, he is the one who cools us down through his waters, through the jnana jala. He cools us, he cools our samsara tapa. Therefore, he is called Mahahradaha. 804. Mahagartaha. As the Maya principle itself, Bhagavan is also in the form of Maya. As the Maya Shakti itself, he is very, very difficult to cross over. In the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna says, Mama Maya Duratyaya. He says, my Maya is very difficult to cross over. Not that it cannot be crossed over, but it can be crossed over with a lot of difficulty, meaning only with his grace can one cross over Maya. Krishna says, Mameva ye prapadyante mayam etam tarantite. Ye mam prapatti te taranti. Only those who surrender to me will be able to cross over, can easily cross over my Maya. Bhagavan being in the form of Maya itself, he is called Mahagartaha, as the one who is crossed over with difficulty. Also, Gartaha means chariot. This is another meaning to this nama. So, Mahagartaha means a very, very big charioteer, a great charioteer. And he showed how great charioteer he is when he drove for Arjuna in the Mahabharata Yuddha. So, this is with reference to his Krishna Avatara. He is called Mahagartaha. 805. Mahabhutaha. Bhuta means that which exists within a given time and space. That which exists within time and space. That which is limited by time and space. Any part of the Srishti, which is a product within time and space, which is subjected to birth, which is subjected to modifications and death. Whereas Bhagavan as Parameshwara, as the Karanam, as the Jagat Karanam, Brahma, he exists in all three periods of time. That is, he is not limited by the boundaries of time. That is what we say is eternal. He who is not limited by time. Therefore, he is called Mahabhutaha. 806. Mahanidhihi. Mahanidhihi means the one who is a very, very big treasure house. A treasure house stores all precious things, all important things in it. Bhagavan is the safe of this universe. The entire universe is resolved into him and nothing gets lost. Nothing gets lost. All the karmas, everything goes back to him and they come from him all back to their position in the next Srishti. Nothing gets lost. He is the greatest safe. Mahanidhihi. That completes 86th nama. 87. Kumudak kundara kundaha Parjanyaf pavanoonilaha Amritasho mritavapuhu Sarvajñas sarvato mukaha. This 87th shloka contains 9 namas beginning from 807. 9. No, 1 second. It contains namas beginning from 807 to 16, which means contains 10 namas, right? Yeah, 10 namas, not 9. 807 to 816. Kumudaha. Kumudaha already occurred as the 589th nama. There we saw that the nama means the one who enjoys the earth. Therefore, he is called Kumudaha. As every jiva, he is the enjoyer of this earth in 589. Here, in 807, Kumudaha. Ku means earth and Kumudaha means the one who makes the earth happy. Acharya says, Kum dharanim bharavatarana kurvan modayati iti kumudaha. See, wherever in the Puranas Puranas present it in a very, very poetic way, where the asuras take over the earth, they gain power, and where adharma overpowers dharma and all the innocent people are affected. At that time, Puranas presented poetically in a way that the Bhuma Devi, she feels the bhara of the adharma. She is not able to take the bhara. Therefore, Bhagavan takes avatara and he destroys the asuras so that the bhara is reduced. It is not that, she is not able to bear the weight. Okay, the bhara is, it is symbolically presented that the adharma has taken over and it is time for Bhagavan to assume a form, and for the purpose of dharma samsthapanam, he comes down in whatever form is required, or at his will he takes a form and he comes down, destroys the adharma and establishes dharma. This makes the earth happy. Kum modayati. Therefore, he is called Kumudaha. Also, in the form of rain, he makes people of this earth happy by bringing rains at the right time. Vrishti brings happiness. Taittiriya Upanishad says, Triptiriti Vrishtau, Bhalamiti Vidyuti. So, seeing Vrishti itself gives a lot of tripti in the mind. Only when it rains at the right time. Ati Vrishti or Anavrishti will bring a lot of pain. Either too much of rain or too less rain. And rain during the wrong season brings a lot of pain. Whereas, whenever it is Suvrishti, the right amount of rain at the right period of time, that brings a lot of happiness and joy. And Bhagavan is the one who, in the form of Suvrishti, brings happiness to all the people of this earth. Therefore, he is called Kumudaha. 808. Kundaraha. Kundaraha means a white color flower. It refers to a white color flower called Kunda. Here the meaning of Kundaraha can be seen in three different ways. One is, the first meaning is, Bhagavan is the one, he being the one who gives results which are pleasant like the Kunda flower. He gives result for your prayers, the prayerful karmas. Therefore, the results are said to be pure and fragrant like the Kunda flower, the white Kunda flower. Therefore, he is called Kundaraha, the one who gives you wonderful results, wonderful karma palas, which is akin to the Kunda flower. The second meaning is, he is also called Kundaraha because he accepts the offerings of the bhaktas which are very, very pure. Battery is low. He accepts the offering of bhaktas which are very, very pure. And the third meaning is, he is called Kunda for the reason that during the time of Varahavatara, where Hiranyaksha had taken the earth away, Bhudevi away, and he had thrown her into the cosmic ocean. So there could be question by children that how can you throw earth into ocean when earth itself has all the oceans? Right? It is said that there exists a cosmic ocean, and Hiranyaksha stole away the earth and he threw her into the cosmic ocean. And I think recently scientists have also discovered that very far away there is an ocean of, I think, water vapor. containing water in the form of vapor, which is very far away. I remember seeing some video like that. Maybe I'll, if I can trace back the YouTube reference, I can send it to you. So maybe, today it is vapor and those days it was water itself. We don't know. So he threw her into the ocean, into the cosmic ocean, and Bhagavan took the form of the Bhupati. He took the form of Varaha Avatara, a Varaha, a wild boar, and he took her back from the ocean, and while he took her out from the ocean, he had to fight with Hiranyaksha. He had a war with him, and he also tried to kill him. And while fighting with him and trying to kill him, he as though split the earth into two. As though. She didn't get split, but as though, that was a very fierce war. Therefore, he is called Kundaraha. 809. Kundaha can be seen in two ways. Kundaha meaning one who is beautiful like the Kunda flower itself. And the second meaning is, in his Parashurama avatara, he performed a very, very great yaga, and he performed this yaga after fighting 21 battles against the Kshatriyas in Bharatam, and he said to have almost wiped out the entire clan of Kshatriyas, because most of them were adharmis. Barring a very, very few population left in the Kshatriyas, he wiped out the entire Kshatriya clan, literally. And that bhumi that was administered and ruled by the kings, the Kshatriya clan, was then handed over to the Brahmanas to take care of. Therefore, he performed a yaga after those 21 battles, and he gave the entire earth, he handed over the entire earth to Kashyapa Maharishi, one of the Saptarishis. Therefore, he is called Kundaha. He is said to have almost destroyed the earth at that time, because the rulers were all gone. And to revive the entire Srishti, he handed over to Kashyapa Rishi and he left. So he is called Kundaha in that sense also. Parjanyaha, the one who blesses us like the clouds. He blesses the earth with rains, which cools the earth down after the summer season, after the heat of the summer. The monsoon cools the earth down. Therefore, he is called Parjanyaha. He is also called Parjanya with reference to our karma pala. When he answers our desires, our prayers, he rains the desirable karma palas. And those karma palas, which are a consequence of the punya that we had earned, they all give us an experience of sukha by fulfilling our desires. Therefore, he is called Parjanyaha. 811. Pavanaha. This nama already occurred as the 292nd nama. There in 292 we saw that Pavanaha means the one who purifies me from all the negative qualities that I already have. Anger, frustration, kama, krodha. He removes those qualities in me and therefore purifies me. Here in 811, Pavanaha, also again he is called purifier here, in the sense that he purifies me by giving me a lot of good qualities. There as a remover of bad qualities, here as a giver of good qualities. Punati means to purify. How does he purify? Just by remembering his nama, the name itself purifies us. The very chanting or very remembrance of name. Just by remembering him, you don't need even to do elaborate pujas. There are shlokas which give you this palashruti. Sapta janma kritam papam smaranena vinashyati. Koti janma kritam papam smaranena vinashyati. Just by remembering him, all the papas are gone. And after the Brahma Sutra study, at the end of every Brahma Sutra class, there are few shlokas which are chanted as the Mangalacharanam. They are called Mangalacharanam. And the first shloka is Ashubhani nirachaste tanoti shubha santatim smriti matrena yat pumsam brahmatan mangalam param. Smriti matrena, just by remembering his nature, just by remembering him, it brings so much of mangalam to the person who is remembering. There is no inauspicious thing that can come near that person. It can only give him mangalam, auspiciousness. Therefore, he purifies us in a way. Here he purifies us, giving us all the value systems and good qualities, wherein I will be able to lead a dharmic life with a mind which is straightforward, with a mind which is released from the hold of likes and dislikes, comparison, etc. So he is called Pavanaha. 812. Anilaha. This nama is again occurring for the second time. It occurred as the 234th nama, where we saw that he is the one who is constantly moving in the air. Therefore, he is called Anilaha. In the form of air, he is called Anilaha. Here, he is called Anilaha because he is said to be unimpelled. Nobody can force him, can impel him to do something. He doesn't get impelled, nor does he impel somebody. He doesn't impel anybody, and he himself cannot be impelled. He cannot be forced to any action. Then how is he said to run the entire Srishti? Isn't he forcing himself to action and forcing everybody into action? No, just by his presence, Sanidhya Matrena, he blesses the entire Srishti, and the entire Srishti runs according to its nature. Nilaha also means that which is difficult to comprehend, difficult to understand. Therefore, Anilaha would mean, in that way, it would mean Sulabhaha for the person who is prepared. And for the mind that is unprepared, he is very, very difficult to comprehend. 813. Amritashaha. Amritashaha means the one who is the enjoyer of immortality. Immortality means a state where he is not subjected to death. He is not subjected to birth or death. It is not that he doesn't have death. Not that he has no death. It means birth and death are not applicable to him, because we just saw that he is eternal. He is not limited by the boundaries of time. Therefore, we don't say that he doesn't have death. We say that death is not applicable for him. Therefore, he is immortal. And his Swarupa itself is Ananda Swarupa. He is Anandaha Amritaha. Therefore, he is Amritaha. And he is as though drinking or eating his own Amrita. That is why you have this Krishna floating on the leaf. You know, the Alaya like Krishna, who you have this image of he eating his own feet. His feet will be inside his mouth. So there is this shloka, Bala Mukunta Ashtakam. Karara Vindena Padara Vindam Mukara Vinde Viniveshayantam Vatasya Patrasya Pureshayanam Balam Mukundam Manasasmarami. So, Kara Aravindena Pada Aravindam. The hand is lotus, the feet is lotus, everything is lotus here, okay? So, Kara Aravindena Pada Aravindam Mukha Aravindena. So, he takes with his lotus-like hand, he holds his lotus-like feet and he feeds it into his lotus-like mouth. Okay? And he as though consumes himself. The resolution of Srishti and the Srishti comes back again. Therefore, he is called Amritashaha, the one who does not have any birth and death. If at all there is a birth and death, it is only an appearance, that's all. As though he, resolves himself and he brings himself back. 814th Nama. Amrita Vapuhu. Amrita Vapus. Vapus means body or form. His form is also immortal. Amritaha, that which does not have a death of its own. The form is also immortal. 815. Sarvagnyaha. This already occurred as the 453rd Nama. The one who is all and the one who is the knower. That is what we saw in 453 for Sarvagnyaha. The one who is all and the one who is the knower. Here, as the 815th Nama, Sarvam Janati iti Sarvagnyaha. The one who knows everything. Therefore, he is Sarvagnyaha Sarvavit. 816th Nama. Sarvato Mukaha. This is with reference to his universal form, his Vishvarupa. The one whose faces are all over. All faces that you see are Ishvara's face. Mukha means face. So every face is Bhagavan's face. Everybody you meet, every face, including the face of the ant and the mosquito, all faces are the face of Bhagavan. So that completes the 87th shloka. 88. Sulabhas suvridas siddhaha Shatrujit Shatrutapanaha Nyagrodho Dumbaroshvatha Nyagrodho Dumbaroshvattaha Chanuranda Nishudhanaha. This 88th shloka contains 9 namas starting from 817 to 825. 817 is Sulabhaha. Sulabhaha. He is very, very easy to attain. He is easily attained. There is no effort required to attain him. How do you say that there is no effort required? Just now we saw in the 83rd Nama in the last class, he is Durlabhaha, Durgamaha, Durgaha, and here he is easy to attain. Yes, he is easy to attain. Where is the effort required? The effort is required only to gain the qualification, not to gain him. The effort is required to qualify, and where one has qualified, meaning one has a prepared mind, after that There is no effort required to know him. In the Bhagavad Gita, again, Bhagavan Krishna says, Tasyaham sulabhav partha nitya yuktasya yoginaha. Hey partha, aham sulabha. For whom? Nitya yuktasya yoginaha. For that mind which is always fixed in me. Meaning that qualified student knows me very, very easily, effortlessly. Also, where the mind is qualified and the mind is ready to receive the knowledge, the qualification includes one important qualification called Shraddha. Of all the bundle of qualifications that is gained by the student, one important qualification is Shraddha. Shraddha meaning one's belief or conviction or understanding, or even I would say the knowledge that one has, that this particular instrument alone will give me this knowledge. The knowledge that it is called as Svata Pramanya Jnanam. Meaning, I know and I am clear that if I have to see or gain the colors, gain the knowledge of colors, I have to use the pramanam called the eyes alone. If I am not sure of the color that I am seeing, I have to maybe wash my eyes, wipe my eyes, or change my specs, do something. But the only way left is to see it again with my own eyes. There is no other way. I cannot use my ears, I cannot use my nose or my touch sense to gain the knowledge of color. So this knowledge that the eyes alone are the instrument to gain the knowledge in the field of color is called the conviction that I have. This is very, very, very close to how I have to look upon the Shastra. And how I have to look upon the Vedas, the Upanishads, which reveal the Swarupam of Ishvara. Therefore, when the pramana is operating, when you are using the karmendriyas, you use your will. There has to be operation of will. I have to take the book, I decide, I use my will, I take the book. I want to keep the book down, I keep the book down. So when I say clap your hands, clap your hands. So, all of you, some of you clapped well, some of you clapped little, and some decided not to clap. This is called Kartru Tantram because this is karma where your karmendriya is operational. So, your will is operational when your karmendriya comes to play. Right? So, is there any color here? What color is this? Yellow. You have any other idea? Any other answer for this? Can you look at this as blue color? Now use your will and look at this as blue. You can't. You know the reason why? Because where your jnanendriyas operate, your will is suspended. Your effort has no role to play when your jnanendriyas operate. Your jnanendriyas are the ones that give you the knowledge, meaning they are pramanas operating in that particular field. In the field of color, eye is the pramana. Therefore, when the pramana of Upanishad that reveals the Swarupam of Ishvara operates, and this person is the pramata, a qualified person, using the pramanam, there is no effort that is required in gaining the knowledge. You don't need any effort to know that this is yellow color, right? The effort is only to open the eyes, keep the eyes open. Maybe stay awake, okay? So he is known without any effort, meaning the qualified mind knows him through the operation of pramana, And when pramana operates, the will is suspended and there is no effort that is required. That is what is meant here. Therefore, he is called Sulabha. 818. Suvrataha. This is occurring for the second time. The first time was as the 455th Nama, where we saw that he is the one with an admirable commitment. The commitment that he has in every job that he takes and executes is wonderful. Here in 818, he is Suvrataha, the one who accepts all the vratas or all the offerings of the bhaktas. In Ramavatara, he is said to have accepted Shabari's fruit, where she bites the fruit and she checks the fruit for its quality and then she gives it to him. And though it is juta, supposed to have been already consumed, eaten by her, he still accepted that because her gesture was wonderful. And in Krishna Avatara, we have the story of Kuchela, where Kuchela had nothing to offer Krishna but a handful of the flaked rice that he had got, the pounded rice that he had got from his house, and nothing else he had. And Krishna was overwhelmed looking at that. He was so happy to eat it. And he ate it. So that was how he accepted the bhakti of Kuchela. And also in the Udyoga Parva of Mahabharata, where he visits Hastinapura as a messenger of the Pandavas. He stays he is offered the palace. Dhritarashtra and Duryodhana offer him the palace. But he says, no, I am a messenger. I have not come as your relative here. Therefore, I better stay with Vidura. So he stays in Vidura's house. And when he entered Vidura's house, Vidura's wife gets so overwhelmed looking at Krishna. She is a great bhakta of Krishna. And she doesn't know what to do. She is only having bananas at home. And she wanted to serve him. So she started peeling the bananas, and instead of giving him the fruit and throwing away the peel, she gave him the peel and she threw away the fruit. She was tensed up. She didn't know what to do. And Bhagavan did not tell her, why are you doing that? You're doing a mistake. Give me the fruit, not the peel. No, he didn't want to disturb her. She was so fixed on him. And her hands and legs did not do, they did not know what to do. They were all tensed up. So she kept giving him the peel, and he also, acknowledging her bhakti, he was eating the peel very comfortably. And until Vidura came and he was asking, what are you doing? And only then she, comes back to her senses to realize what mistake she has done. But the way he acknowledges the bhakti of his bhaktas is astounding. So that is how he will accept our bhakti also, provided we do bhakti like Shabari or Kuchela or Vidura's wife. So there is a beautiful bhajan in Hindi. It says, "Kaun कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं, तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं." So you do bhakti like the great bhaktas, and he will definitely bless you the same way he blessed all of them. Therefore, he is Suvrataha. He makes the vratas of people complete, and he gives them those vratas as a means of propitiating him, as a means of worshipping him. 819. Siddhaha. This is occurring for the second time again. First time as the 97th Nama, there we saw Siddhaha means the one who is ever accomplished. Here as the 819th Nama, I'll just complete in a few minutes. This 819th Nama can be seen in two different ways. Siddhaha means he is ever existent because his existence is not dependent upon anything. He is not dependently existent. Therefore, he is Siddhaha. The second way is he has the capacity to make himself big or small or heavy or light, or he has the capacity to change his form. These are all achieved through something called, the power called Siddhi, which is through practice of yoga. The one who has these kind of powers, these kind of capacities is called a Siddhaha. Therefore, Bhagavan is called Siddhaha. 820. Shatrujit, the one who vanquishes enemies. The enemies can be outside, the enemies are more inside. In fact, in today's world, it is very clear. You don't have asuras standing in front of you. We don't live in those times where their asuras and rakshasas came in front of us. They are all now in the form of our thoughts inside, each and every one of us. Therefore, it is Bhagavan who vanquishes the enemies even within. 821. Shatrutapanaha, the one who torments enemies. He makes them run away. He makes them get frightened. And every asuric sampat that is there in me, every asuric quality, every rakshasa guna that is present in me, the anger, the sadness, shame or insecurity, depression, self-condemnation. Some people have this. They keep on scolding themselves, judging themselves low. All these are enemies. And Bhagavan is the one who destroys or who torments. He makes them run away. Therefore, Shatrutapanaha. And the next three namas, Nyagrodaha, Udumbaraha and Ashwattaha, are the names of trees in the literal sense. The banyan tree, the fig tree and the peepal tree. Here the namas assume a different meaning. 822, Nyagrodaha. We can say that he is also the banyan tree. Because whenever the tree is, when you plant a tree, when you do puja for a tree, Mulato Brahma Rupaya, Madhyato Vishnu Rupine, Agrata Shiva Rupaya, Vriksha Rajayate Namaha. The Vriksha is worshipped as a form of Trimurti himself. So we can say that he is in the form of the banyan tree. Or here, it is seen in two different ways, two other ways. One is, Bhagavan is Sarvesham Upari Vartate. Since he is superior and he is above everything, including time and space, he is called Nyagrodaha. And the second meaning is, he wields his Maya in a way that it covers the reality, and he makes every one of us bonded with our own body, which causes Rodaha, a block in understanding. Therefore, he is called Nyagrodaha. 823rd Nama, Udumbaraha. Udumbaraha means one who is beyond time and space, and one who is even the space itself. Bhagavan is the space, and also he is superior to space, because as the Jagat Karanam, he is said to be the cause of the space. And every cause is said to be superior than its product. In that sense, Bhagavan is superior to Akasha itself. And therefore he is Udumbaraha. And the other way of looking at this Nama is as given by Taittiriya Brahmanam. He nourishes this universe in the form of food. Therefore, he is Udumbaraha. 824. Ashwattaha. Ashwattaha, he is the one who is as though impermanent. Bhagavan is not impermanent, but he is as though impermanent. Bhagavan alone is in the form of the Samsara Vriksha. There is no second thing. Therefore, even the Samsara Vriksha is nothing but the form of Bhagavan. It is his appearance alone. Ashwattaha. 825. Chanuranda Nishudhanaha. The one who killed Chanura. This is with respect to his Krishna avatara, where He effortlessly defeated Chanura and killed him. So that completes the 88th shloka. We will take up the other shlokas in the upcoming classes. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Next class, next week, same time. Hari Om.